Hardik Jayantilal Patel, a 37-year-old from Gujarat, India, has been sentenced to 46 months in prison for stealing $3.2 million from 85 people in the United States. Patel, who was living in the US illegally, also has to pay back the money that he stole, about $3.2 million, back to the victims. Well, the fraud took place between March and November 2019 when Hardik led a group of criminals who scammed American citizens, particularly older people. These scammers worked through call centers in India where they would pretend to be government officials. They told the victim that they had a case against them and would face jail time unless they paid a certain amount of money. Once the victim agreed to pay, Hardik and his team would visit their homes to collect the cash. Well, after that, the US Department of Justice, of course, found out that Patel had 3 people working directly under him. He was also in contact with another scammer called Sohil Vora, who had his own criminal group. Together, they managed to extort millions of dollars from the people in the US. They picked up parcels filled with cash from various locations across the country between 2019 and 2020. 7 people were arrested in connection with this particular fraud. And so far, 6 of them, including Hardik, have been sentenced to prison. In the meantime, Sohil Vora, who worked with Hardik, was given a 15-year prison sentence and must pay $3.5 million in restitution to the victim. Another criminal, Jahin Malvi, was sentenced to 54 months. That is about 4.5 years in prison and ordered to pay back $1.6 million. Darren Patel from Kentucky, who was also part of the group, got 1 year in prison and has to pay $2.25 million. Other people involved in the scam received sentences ranging from 29 to 60 months in prison. Interestingly, most of the people involved in this scam, except for Sohil Vora, were living in the US illegally, which added another layer of complexity to the case. Vora was one of the US green card holders in all this lot. The court has ordered all the scammers to pay back the money that they stole from the victim. However, there's a big question of whether the victims will ever see this money again or not. In the past, even though courts have ordered criminals to pay back money, the victims have rarely received it. Many of the scammers quickly send the stolen money to India before being arrested or sentenced, making it really hard for authorities to recover the fund. If you remember, then just recently, another Gujarati man named Hardik Patel was sentenced to 8 years in prison for a similar case. He extorted $80,000 from one person, and this case shows how widespread this type of fraud has become. Additionally, other criminals in the same scam have been deported before they could complete their sentences, making it even harder for the authorities to recover the stolen funds. Well, this case highlights the growing issue of illegal scams involving migrants in the US and the difficulty in recovering the stolen money, as many criminals quickly send the funds overseas. Even when court order criminals to return the money, it's unclear whether the victims will ever get the compensation they deserve or not.